I know a lot of guys box when they do military time. Did it start there, or how did it
Yeah,
come about?
I did a bit of boxing in the military, but my fighting has come from when I was like 5 years old, maybe 4 or 5 years old. And it come from, it's not real fighting, but the WWF. I was a massive fan of that.
Oh yes, and when you were a kid, that stuff is like
Yeah, that stuff was
yeah,
like opened my eyes. And then my dad was big into martial arts films, and my older brother, so we used to watch the Van Dams, the Bruce Lees and stuff. And
right.
that typical childhood when you're growing up with an older brother and a younger brother, you're always practicing on each other. And I just always loved fighting. And eventually I had a few losses in my life. My brother left, and my dad died, and my mum had died, and I was, kind of very confrontational.
Right.
I got a lot of people that would try to take advantage of me in the sense of my size and my weakness, in the sense that I've lost parents, and I was a very disturbed child in the sense of I was very vulnerable, so people would try and take advantage of it, and it just eventually it turned me into a bit of a guy that, would just react.
Right.
I don't want to say out horrible how I would be, but I would react in ways that wasn't very nice. So eventually it got to the point where I wanted to make my dad proud. I got kicked out of school, and I thought, right, military it is. So went to the military, but UFC was, at the time, to me it was just UFC. It wasn't MMA. So the time I was probably like 16, I was watching DVDs of UFC and Chuck Liddell and all these guys, and so I was always passionate about fighting, and kind of always knew that I would fight. I always kind of knew I would be a fighter,
Kind of like a back of your head type of thing, or
yeah, I mean, it was like just trying to. I just knew how happy it made me, and my happiest times of childhood was play wrestling or pretend to be Bruce Lee and stuff. So
right.
for me, it's like a spark for me that through my whole life I was a very a lonely soul, as some people used to call me. And the times when I was happy is when I was thinking about fighting or watching a fighting film. So yeah, it's just something that's always been in me.